Alright everyone, as you saw from that short intro where about 5 seconds at the beginning got cut off as I had to alt-enter the game and then center the recording window on it because it starts full screen no matter what I do. This is XCOM Apocalypse, which I am going to be putting into the slot I was using for Perimeter back when I was actually enjoying recording Perimeter and recording it often. Which has now been filled with miscellaneous for a while now. So, I've been playing this game a lot on my own time, and I've been enjoying it. I guess we'll give it a go. Oh crap, I started in the fricking slums. I hate starting in the slums. Anyway, it just unceremoniously slaps you down into the game with no intro whatsoever. So, I mean, if I want to, I could say abandon and restart game in the first 30 seconds, and it does this, start a game, same difficulty, and look, I'm in a warehouse now. I don't actually know what the underground looks like here. Wow. Ooh, that's... Oh god. Really? Everything's just stacked right around the access lift? Oh. I hope nobody ever finds this place. Shh, we don't exist. Okay, who are our neighbors? XCOM. XCOM, okay, I own this entire block of warehouses. Who are you? Soul Mine, they're pretty passive. Up here, Transstellar, also pretty passive. Okay, so I guess I will be going out of my way to explain the game this time. So... it doesn't give you any history, but as I understand it, I wouldn't really call this Earth. I would say this is more like a space colony, which is why you're overseeing a single city instead of an entire planet. A very large, walled city with obvious space vehicles going all over the place, and stuff like that. It seems to me like it would make more sense as a space colony. Anyway. So, you are XCOM. You should know this by now. Let me go into this tab. All these little icons here are different organizations throughout the city. They all have their own functions within the city. They do provide services, and they are all important. General Metro. They make cars for companies that use cars. There's a police car. They stop criminals, of which there are a few. They also fight the aliens, but they're not very good at it. Is this Marsec? Okay, Marsec are cool. I like Marsec. Megapol's Arms Factory, that's fine. Megapol are the police. Self, I like Self. They're good fodder. That's the spaceport. We actually started right next to the spaceport. I'm okay with this. So, get you a better view of things. Here is the city. This block right here. The city is random every single time you start, by the way. And I think I like this layout. So, here is, this would be like the high class area. You got your schools and your offices and your corporate headquarters and another corporate headquarters. There's the police station. There's another police station. You get the idea. There's a shopping mall too. This area down here that is technically outside of the city walls is the slums. It's inside the city walls, sort of. I find it fascinating that there's this highway walkway system going totally over the slums, like, we don't pay attention to those guys down there. Anyway. Let's just pause it for now. We've lost 1 minute of our time, our precious time. So, I'll try to explain things a little more. It's basically the same as the other XCOM game, except shrunk down into city size. You're still dealing with different organizations. You're still dealing with other groups, but instead of other countries, it's organizations within a city. Aliens are still invading, but instead of just swooping in from wherever, they come from these purple, or these flashing, these things, these floaty, blue, sparkly pyramids, as you saw in the intro. They just appeared one day, and XCOM got mobilized from whatever passive state it was at before. Usually they slap you down in the slums, but if you restart a few times, they will give you a warehouse, which isn't really much better. I got a pretty crappy warehouse, but whatever. Ooh, now that's a nice secure building. That one is not so much. The slums are cheap and not secure, and actually this one's very secure with the access right there. I worry about invasions anyway. The reason I don't like starting in the slums personally is that they are, if you get into a big fight, the buildings may collapse, maybe. I thought that was a separate building for a second. I guess it's just an extension of the massive might that is the spaceport. And there's the space liner. Another reason I think this is a space colony, because there are space liners going in every which direction and landing at the spaceport, like so. Anyway, so yes, there's a complicated system of roads that go throughout the city. Also, these tubes you're seeing are walkways. They're like sidewalks, but they go above and around the roads. I could tell any one of these people to walk somewhere in the city. As long as it's a building, they could get there. If it's like something here, if something were to, say, crash here, then you'd have to send a flying unit, because ground units can't go off the roads. So, like this Wolfhound APC, no luck. The Storm Dog, also no luck. Speaking of, let's get in here. Let's look at our stuff. Phoenix hover cars, hover bikes, Valkyrie interceptors, Storm Dogs, Wolfhound APCs, Blazer turbo bikes, Griffin AFVs, which are basically tanks. What am I going to do is I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to sell this. We didn't start with very many vehicles either. We did start with 2 Phoenix hover cars, though. I'm going to buy the hover bikes. I'm going to buy 5 hover bikes. That should be enough. And also, let's get... I'm just doing my early game shopping. Don't mind me. You guys want to see all the management I'm going to be doing, right? Okay, let's go check out my guys. Crap, we have basically no ammo. You can put that there. You can put that there. You can put that there. Don't need those. You have regular ammo in there, okay. You also have regular ammo. Good. Not that I dislike explosive and incendiary ammo. It's very useful, but there's a time and a place for everything, and the time and place for explosive and incendiary ammo is not when you're trying to help out a friendly organization and you're inside their building. Imagine that. I know, it's weird. Tough to grasp, but if you work with me, I think we can work through this problem together. Let's sell this Mindbender. I don't want it. As per the last XCOM, I'm not really much for psi tactics. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. I like laser sniper guns, at least early on. And we'll sell these law pistols. Don't have much use for them. Oh, Marsec High Explosive is available in the first week. Interesting. Not a fact I was aware of. So this is going to cost us 10,000. I bought 5. Okay. Now let's get rid of all these missile launchers. Do not want. Instead, we will be strapping lasers to everything. Why? Because they're much less likely to cause friendly fire damage to friendly buildings. So I'll take these light weapons controls and these medium weapons controls. And all these bolters. I usually like these render plasma guns, but my last game I was really running out of Illyrium. Which, as you can imagine, is kind of a problem. And also those janitor missiles sell for a lot, 110 apiece, and I just sold 222 of them. So yeah, nice profit, keeps the money going. Laser defense array, huh? I think that just shoots down incoming missiles, which isn't really a problem if you're not fighting other organizations early on. Can become a problem later. Okay, let me see where these UFO points are set up. Is there a... Oh yeah, Marsec sells the hover bikes. So when you buy hover bikes, you buy them from Marsec, and they sell them from their stock in their factory, which then they take off and they fly to your base. There's all sorts of crap like that going on. Every group in here has a function. They do things. And nothing is there solely for looks, but there's so much attention to detail in this game, and I love it. It's the Sensidrome. They had that giant TV on there. Procreation holy goodness. Okay, so UFO point there, there, and there. There isn't really a good spot for me to park a tank to pop out and attack them. I could get 3 tanks, but that would be a little expensive early on, I think. Possible. I mean, Griffin AFVs are... how expensive are Griffins? Yeah, 16k a piece. Possible. And I would want to give them plasma cannons. Oh yeah, I want to sell these missiles and these air guard rounds. Plasma turret cannon. Oh, there happen to be 3 for sale, and they're cheap. Well then, I guess I will go through with this plan of parking a Griffin at each UFO spawn point. Pricey. And you buy basically all your vehicles from Marsec. So there they are, strolling out. There go the hover bikes. The tanks. There's also all the guns and stuff I bought. There's the guns and stuff I bought from Megapol. Right? No, yeah, that's the nanotech. Okay, that's the medkits I bought. There's the tanks. They have to follow the road. I do like that the spaceport is on its own little island and I'm on it, along with Soul Mine, which makes sense, Soul Mine being next to the spaceport. They have to import all their Illyrium from outside space. We're going to be doing a lot of re-equipping in this first session. And if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask and I will educate you to the best of my limited ability. Because I'm not really sure what you guys need to know or want to know. I do know that I'm going to be putting Lancer 4000s onto all my hover bikes when they come on sale again. And, oh yeah, these did come. Alright. Phoenix hover cars, also get these. So the Valkyrie is basically your Sky Ranger. You can use it in combat, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's kind of expensive. Alright, now let's look at dudes. Who's the terrible one? You are terrible. Go away. You are not terrible. Join me. No quantum physicists. And I have 2 people with a skill of 60. Oh, ho! Getting both of you. I got lucky with the engineers. Oh yeah, let's check out these guys. So these are the people I start with. This is a robot. They start with great stats, but their stats never improve, and in this game, stats can improve a whole lot. But we'll take them. I use them as cannon fodder. Welcome to the team. Hey, that's something. Anyone want to join me? You guys, you want me to name a dude after you, so you can inevitably die in my service? Sounds like fun, right? Biotransport, very important. Dimension gates, also important. Biotransport, that's what we're going to use to transport aliens. It's we start with alien containment in this one, but we don't start with the way to move them. In the first XCOM, you can move them just like in the back of the Sky Ranger, toss them in the trunk or something, but until you have an alien containment, you don't. I guess you just incinerate them at the combat site. Either way, it's just a delayer. Dimension gates is merely a stepping stone in the tech tree. Come on, guys. In you go, in you go, in you... I do like that we have all 3 of these little warehouses. It's a nice big base. It's very spacious, I'll give it that. Okay, Griffins. We'll take off these rumble cannons and we'll give you these plasma cannons. Because rumble cannons suck, and plasma cannons are very good. Speaking of, Phoenixes, you do not need these. Not yet, anyway. 2 of these tanks will receive, at no additional cost, a medium weapons control. I would give the 3rd one, but they only had 2 for sale. Alright. Now, tanks. I'm going to park you near these gates. Gate number 1. You are right there. above this funky building. Synth mesh. Tank number 1, I'm going to park you. How about right there, inside Megapol's flyer factory? Where is gate number 2? Gate number 2 is right there. That's one thing about the aliens, you know where they're going to come from, so you can prepare. I want you to go there. You will be assigned to these apartments. And this one is right here. Psych in the slums. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Organizations don't care if you park your crap in their buildings. So that'll have to do. The tanks will do their thing. Stop following him. When the UFOs come out, the tanks will hopefully be very good at smooshing them, at least early on. Later on, not so much. You're going to psych. You can get in the slums, right? It's... where do you park? Okay, you park in there. Alright, close enough. Oh, looks like our new recruits are in. Oh, here they are. Okay, wait, is that another one heading towards me? Yes. Alright. Let's equip these guys to the best of my ability, considering I didn't buy enough armor for everyone. Megapol armor, the most basic armor in the game, and actually not bad at all. So you get that, and that, and that, and a couple of grenades. I'm probably not going to use the stun grenades early on until I get that bio-transport module. Yes, just carry your armor into battle. That makes perfect sense. You are not welcome in the party just yet. Everyone has 2 clips, backup clips, right? Everyone except the people that had the heavy weapons, these guns, autocannons. And you had other weapons that I got rid of. A couple of my people will be weaponless early on, but that's okay. I think that's it for all the basic preparations I want to do. I've got my squads mostly equipped. I could buy some more armor, I guess. I can't buy any more ammo though, which is a problem, but problem is in this game it's just as much about resource management as it is about fighting, because the stores especially early game, because the stores only restock once a week. So you could easily run out of all your equipment early on, and then your XCOM operatives are left shrugging. Man, I made it all the way to the end of March. That takes a while, actually. Well, I'm sure we'll get a little nudge from them soon. In you go. Nothing for you guys to do yet. In you go. Engineering can't do anything early on. I should have remembered to do that too. Alright. Go! High speed. Alright. This basically lets the game run as fast as it wants, which means it's going to run faster than you can actually see. So something will happen if I let it sit on that for any length of time. Like this. Told you. You two have stuff, right? Yes. Everyone that has the arrow that says they're going has equipment, correct? Yes, I do not have many dudes with me right now. Alright. Investigate incident. Actually, that didn't take very long at all. It usually starts off with a few, light incidences. Procreation Park. Jeez Louise. Man, that's a huge slum. Diablo. Megapole, megapole, megapole. Jeez. Wait a second. Let me... That is a giant police station. What is with all the giant buildings in this particular city? Another procreation park right there. It looks like a present. Yes. Don't get hurt. Hope you like that picture. I do real-time battles. Just in case you didn't know. Snipers go in one group. Everyone else goes in another group, I guess. No. You get out. There's a machine gunner here, but that's okay. We ran out of space. Group 1. Group 2. A lot of attention to detail, especially for a game that's partially randomly generated. Also, I'm going to guess that this is a very vertical level. Sort of. Okay, Team 2, get there. Team 1... Kinda want you in here. See what happens. Hey, wait a minute. You have a sniper. Get on Team 1. And you get on Team 2. There. Team 1, get here. Team 2, get here. Frickin' confusing me. What the heck is he doing? Okay, that is a brain sucker. Which, if this was turn-based mode, would be probably the death sentence of this guy who has wandered too close. But since it's not a huge threat. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, there. Team 1 get to there. Team 2 get to here. What are you guys shooting at? Another brain sucker. Yeah, the first incidences are usually pretty weak. There's an anthropod around somewhere. You can hear his footsteps. There he is. He's blue. He's down low coming up. Hi. And he's upstairs. Guys, shoot at him. Oh, you got shot. It sounds like there was a brain sucker that popped out. Yep, here it comes. Actually, don't kneel. There's that statue that's in the way. You gotta move.